Okay, hi, hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whenever you're watching this. So for our group project video, me and Najwa, I'm Edna. So me and Najwa will be talking about kind of like a case study, environmental degradation in Penang and also in Negeri Sembilan. So as you can see in the screen, I hope it's there. I was talking about the Penang South Reclamation Project. It's something very huge lately. It's been a very huge issue since last year after it got approved by the government to continue the project. So what is the Penang South Reclamation Project? So land reclamation is the process of digging up sand and from one part of the sea to and pouring it to another part to create new land. So this Penang South Reclamation Project involves the building of three new islands: Island A, Island B, and Island C. So Island A will be zoned as industrial park. Island B, it is for it acts as like the support service that involves like financial service, business service, and tourism. And Island C, it will be built as a tourism products for Penang. So this Penang Sub Reclamation (PSR) it is very huge. It involves the reclamation of land for about 4,500 acres, which accounts to about 10% of the whole island. And this project it is expected to increase state land bank, which means that um, a few not the island I mean no, not the island a few lots from the island when they have built the island a few lots from the island they will um sell it, and the money that they get from it will be funded to PTMP, Penang Transport Master Plan. Penang Transport Master Plan is a plan to improve, to upgrade the existing transport service in Penang, like buses, ferries. Well, I heard that they're gonna build LRT soon. Not soon. I mean, like in the coming years. And these three islands, the Penang South Reclamation, it is said to be built based from the smart city concept. And what's so controversial about this PSR, Penang South Reclamation Project, is because first, as I mentioned just now, that this land reclamation is a process where you dig up sand from one part of the sea and pouring it to another part. So what they will do is first they will scrape mud flats. From that itself, it is already will be ruining the ecosystem. Seas or spaces of habitats for coastal organisms to grow, they find places to breed. So when they start to scrape out the mud flats and then pouring sands into it, it will damage the ecosystem because in the sea there's a lot of habitats in it. Organisms, microorganisms, fish. So when they ruin the habitat, uh, there will be no more fish. I mean, it won't just affect the ecosystem, but actually it will also affect humans as well, which I will explain that later. Seas they act as breeding grounds for microorganisms, which microorganisms will be consumed by fish. When there are no more microorganisms, how can the fish live? Like, what will the fish be eating? And the habitats will be ruined. And it's not just that. If you didn't know, Penang we also have turtle breeding grounds, which is already an endangered species. So it won't just affects the fish. I mean, it won't just disrupt the living of the fish. It will also disrupt the living of endangered species like turtles in Penang. So like they were saying like people has been fighting for banning the use of straws, but at the same time when you continue with this project, you are actually disrupting breeding grounds, the habitats of the turtles itself. So like, what's the point of you, banning, not no use of straw anymore, but at the same time you are ruining the habitats of turtles, fish, like, it's useless. That's what I've been heard, like people have been saying to me. And if you don't know, as I said just now, it doesn't just disrupt the ecosystem, the habitats of the fish. It also, when you disrupt the habitat of the fish, it will also disrupt the economy. Fishermen will no longer have a place for them to fish. In the impacted area, from what I read, is that there are around 2,757 licensed fishermen operating within the impact zone. And, as I mentioned earlier, land reclamation, it means that it is the process of digging up sand from one part of the sea and moving it to another part of the sea. So it means that it won't just disrupt Penang, the Penang oceans, Penang seas, but it will also disrupt the source of the sand, where the sand came from. And if for your information, the sands that is used for this reclamation project in Penang, the sands comes from Perak, if I'm not mistaken. That's what I read. It comes from Perak, so it won't just disrupt the ecosystem in Penang, it will also disrupt the ecosystem environment in Perak, because they dig up sand from there itself. So the impact of the project, it won't just affect those who are staying in Penang. It will also impact those who are staying in Perak, where you get the source of the sand. Fishermen there are also disrupted. Their activities are disrupted. Their livelihoods are disrupted. The ecosystem there are also disrupted. So it is not just in Penang. It also includes the source, where the source of sands come from, which is in Perak. And last year there were quite a huge what's it called, tentangan from fishermen. They made they held like a is it in what's it called, Padang Kota. They were saying their objections against this project. They are saying that this thing, it doesn't just destroy the ecosystem. This project doesn't just destroy the sea, the ecosystem, but it also destroys humans' livelihoods, which is fishermen, and the people who live there. They were saying, like, why should these people, the fishermen, why should they give up their livelihood just so that people can make money? Means that, why should the fishermen be affected by these projects just for the government, so that the government can make money from these 3 islands? I feel like it's not an honest project lah. You are trying to, like, how do I say, you're trying to make money out of other people's suffering, the fishermen suffering, the people there, the people who live there, they have to move. So it's quite a huge debate since last year in Penang, that this thing, it doesn't just involves, how do I say, it doesn't just affect a few people, it affects actually a lot of people. It affects the fishermen, it affects the environment. There's a how to say, domino effect to this project. When you disrupt the life, the habitats of the fish, it means that you're gonna disrupt how the fishermen make money. So when fishermen no longer have a place for them to fish, they no longer can get affordable fish, it won't just affect the fishermen, but it will also affect the economy itself. Because when you disrupt the ecosystem, the life of the fish, so the supply of fish will decrease, isn't it? So when the supply of fish will decrease, fishermen will also, their supply of fish will also decrease, so they can't sell much. So the price of fish will go up in the market. When the price of fish they go up in the market, so those who are like selling nasi campur, those who are selling economy rice, they will also be affected by it, because they can no longer get an affordable supply of fish, an affordable price for fish. So it is, this thing is, it's like a domino effect. First, it will disrupt the ecosystem. Second, it will affect the fishermen. When the fishermen did not get uh, enough supply of fish, they will mark up the price. So it will be more expensive. So it will, those who are those machi, those in the what's it called, Astaka, they will be selling food at a more expensive price, because the supply of fish is limited, so they can no longer sell at a cheap price. So as you can see, it doesn't just affect the fishermen and the ecosystem, but it also affects the economy as well, where the supply of fish will also be limited. And I have also read that as this project, it affects a lot on the fishermen. They are given compensation from it for about 15,000 for boat owners, and RM 2,000 for boat crews. But obviously this amount is I think wouldn't be enough. How long will it last? 15k will only last for maybe like 1 or 2 years. Then after that, the money will be gone. But still, some of these fishermen, they are doing this job their whole lives. They are full-time fishermen. If after this they no longer have place for them to fish, then compensation is quite useless. Okay, so I'm gonna show a video about a few clips from the fishermen, their views.
Di 3 pulau tu semata-mata hanya nak bagi orang kaya, golongan kapitalis ni terus bertambah kaya, dan orang yang di nelayan tepi laut ni akan dipinggirkan. Bangkit, 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 bangkit rakyat, bangkit rakyat. Honest lah, to be honest. Nelayan ni dia tak ada banyak qualification. Bila you buat pembangunan, cost of living in that area will go sky high. Mesti tinggi punya. Will I be able to live in that area?
Kami mesti tanya pembangunan projek PSR yang mewujudkan hartanah jenis resort dan kondo mewah ini untuk siapa? Kerana tentunya pembangunan itu bukan untuk warga asal Pulau Pinang macam kami.
Kehidupan kita cuma nelayan. Dan kita punya laut ni merupakan tempat kita cari makan. Jadi tanpa laut, kita tak ada, nelayan ni tak ada makna. Jadi apabila kerajaan membuat 3 pulau tu, maka dia ganggu tempat kita cari makan. Walaupun kita duduk di sana, tapi kita bukan buat kerja depan rumah. Kita laut ni, Laut Pulau Pinang, milik nelayan di Pulau Pinang. Jadi kita cari makan seluruh di perairan Pulau Pinang.
So you can see that it doesn't just this PSR project, it doesn't just disrupt the ecosystem of the fish, the ecosystem of the sea. It also have a huge impact towards the fishermen. Their supply of fish will be very limited. It also have a domino effect to those who are involved in selling nasi and all, those in selling food. And giving compensation to the fishermen, it won't be enough. So that concludes my part. Thank you.
Hello everyone, I'm Najwa and I'm partnering up with Adlina. So today, as Adlina already discussed about the environment degradation that already happened in her own state, Penang, I would also like to discuss about two cases that happened in my own state, that is Negeri Sembilan, about the environment degradation. So this case is specifically talk about environment degradation, that is river pollution that happened in my own state. So first case is a river pollution that happened in Sungai Kampung Baru Site C, Port Dickson. Yes, Port Dickson is a place for people, very famous place for people around Malaysia to go and having a picnic because it's a very good and beautiful beach. So everyone should come to Port Dickson sometimes. So this is a case about the river, polluted river, when the people around this river has already made a complaint to Department of Environment about the pollutions of the Sungai Kampung Baru river. So after received a complaint from resident on March regarding this discharge of oil or river pollution, the MYKK, the Department of Environment has in the same day has already go and do the further investigation about this complaint regarding the regarding this case. So when they made their investigation and they already verified that this is not a case of oil sludge from MYKK premise in the river, but this is a case of livestock activities that happen, livestock activities and pig slaughtering site as well as from frog farm. So this is likely causes the river pollution based on the effect of oily patch and slides. So according to the Verapan, one of the people in the Department of Environment said that this is not the jurisdiction of the state under the Department of Environment Negeri Sembilan, but this is the case that Department of Veterinary Service need to handle. So, but Department of Environment also recommend to constantly monitor the activity on the MYKK premise to prevent activities that could cause pollution to the residents of Kampung Baru site, Port Dickson. So basically, the one of the cause of the river pollution is not also because of the oil wastage, but it is also because of the many factors, such as one of it is a livestock activity such as slaughtering pig and so on, that this oily sludge can cause the river to pollute. So the Verapan also so next case I want to brought that happened in my state is the case that happened, the river pollution that happened in Sungai Lenggeng, Negeri Sembilan also. So this is this river named Sungai Machang is a creek of Sungai Lenggeng. So the state of Department of Environment has in the team has already investigated and found that the water was murky and there was some fragging activity in the upper part of this river. So but this premise that make this this activity has also got a premise from Seremban District and Lands Office, and also feedback from the State Department of Environment. So the State Department of Environment found that this premise failed to control erosion and silting as recommended in their review. So the action has been taken to this company or this premise that have this case has been submitted to the Water Regulatory Agency, Lands and District Office and Department for them to take action under the jurisdictions of the relevant agency. So here there are two cases that happen in my state. That is first they have a state or sludge that happen in Sungai Machang, and second is the slaughtering activities that happen in Port Dickson. These two cases has brought to the river pollution in both of this area. So that is all from me. Thank you.